From unsettling, creepy figures lurking in backyards to captures of terrifying, monstrous sounds from the depths of the forest. And even footage of alleged mermaid sirens chasing a ship. If you're intrigued by the world of the unexplained,
I do not want to go back in there.
You're in for an extraordinary adventure. People say the witching hour between 2 and 3 in the morning is when the truly terrifying creatures emerge. Well, this home security camera footage might just prove it. This chilling video comes from a home security camera that captured a truly bizarre and frightening creature lurking near the house. The camera is focused on the fence when something unnatural appears in the tall grass. This thing looks almost human, but its skin is entirely white, and it has this creepy way of peering into the camera. It seems to know it's being watched, constantly checking to see if the camera is on it. The homeowner was understandably terrified after seeing this. Honestly, if I saw that thing lurking around my house, I'd be packing my bags for the suburbs the next day. Being out on the ocean, spotting another boat is a huge relief. It means there's human presence out there, but that sense of comfort turns to terror when you see a boat upside down, and there's no one around.
Not something you see every day, right there. That's a weird feeling. Got the FLs, marked its location.
This footage was captured by a group of fishermen during their routine fishing trip. About 50 miles from shore, they encountered something truly bizarre. In the video, you can see something floating towards them. At first glance, it looks like a giant, menacing jellyfish, but a closer look reveals a large, capsized boat with no one on board. It's chilling to see this vessel upside down, 50 miles out at sea, with absolutely nothing else in sight for miles. The fishermen did the right thing by noting the boat's registration number and location, and reporting it to the Coast Guard. Let's hope everyone on board is safe. This incident makes me wonder why boats aren't painted orange on the bottom. It would be much easier to spot them from a distance in case of an emergency, compared to this color. Nanny cams are lifesavers. They let us keep an eye on our little ones when we can't be there. But sometimes they capture stuff that's downright bizarre and terrifying.
But check this out. Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room. So, okay. Nothing, right? Like, what the f? Definitely something in there.
You saw that, right? This video is from a guy babysitting his nephew while his aunt was out of town. What he saw on the nanny cam freaked him the hell out. In the video, he says he's not sure if he's losing his mind, but he saw something on the camera in his nephew's room. He goes into the room, checks everywhere, the bathroom, under the bed, behind the table, but finds nothing. Back in the living room, he checks the nanny cam again, and there it is, a shadow standing in front of the camera, behind a plushie. The shadow doesn't move at all, and it's only visible on the camera, which is super creepy. It looks like a small humanoid shape. I'm leaning towards this being a glitch in the nanny cam, like it couldn't handle shadows properly and created that weird image. But if that's not it, then what the hell was it? I love going to the beach. There's something so calming about the sun, the sound of the waves. It's mesmerizing. But after seeing this video, I'm not sure I'll ever want to go back.
Look at these guys. I don't know if you can tell, but they're crackling and they're moving.
This TikTok video shows just how versatile beach sand can be when it comes to holding creatures. The girl starts by zooming in on a patch of pebbles, which looks pretty normal at first, but then she scrapes them off, revealing a horrifying mass of maggots. They were all over the pebbles, perfectly camouflaged. She even says you can hear them moving, which is incredibly eerie. She goes on to discover weird seashells, teeth, and a tiny hermit crab, and the final surprise, a pile of mermaids' purses, which look like strange sea bats. I never imagined finding all this stuff on a beach. After watching this, I don't think I'll be sunbathing anytime soon. Being trapped in an elevator is a nightmare in itself, but things escalate to a whole new level of terrifying when it starts flooding. Just watch this video. This footage is from a guy's phone who was caught in an absolute nightmare with his friends. He's just chilling, smoking a cigarette, when bam, the elevator floor breaks open, and if that wasn't bad enough, the whole elevator starts filling up with water. In seconds, they're neck deep. I mean, what else could possibly go wrong in there? I did some digging and found out they were heading downstairs to check out the basement flooding when this happened. Like, seriously? Don't just jump in an elevator? Call emergency services or something, people? If you're a hiker, you know those scenic views can be absolutely breathtaking. They pull you in like a magnet, but sometimes they pull you in a little too deep, like needing Swiss Air Rescue to save you. This video was captured by a Swiss Air Rescue thermal imaging camera while searching for a missing hiker in the mountains. Watch as the camera scans the mountainside until it finally picks up the hiker lying on the slope. It's incredible how clearly the camera distinguishes the hiker from the ground. It's a lifesaver. The hiker even waves when he sees the camera. Man, I'm so glad they found him. Those Swiss mountains are no joke, wild animals and all. And can you believe he ended up on that random downslope? How on earth did he even get there? This next video comes from a military base where a strange, unidentified flying object was captured on night vision goggles. In the video, recorded by thermal vision goggles, we can see unusual lights moving among the stars. From this distance, they look like stars, but their straight line arrangement is quite alien-like. There are multiple lights, giving the appearance of an alien spaceship. However, this isn't what it seems. These are actually Elon Musk's Starlink satellites. Launched in 2019, these satellites have been orbiting our planet ever since. Appearing as a string of bright lights, Starlink satellites can look quite otherworldly, leading to numerous unknown flying object sightings when they first appeared. But these long lines of lights are only visible shortly after launch. So, I think the person who uploaded the video might not know about Starlink satellites, making the footage seem mysterious. Ever heard of a sundog? I'm not talking about a new breed of dog. I'm talking about this.
We got the sun, the rainbow around the sun, the 3-point reflection on each side, one on the bottom, and then from each side there's a spear of light, and if you look closely you can see a second rainbow. Up above there's an inverse rainbow.
Isn't it incredible? This video was captured by a skier in Canada who noticed something strange about the sun. In the footage, the cameraman shows the sun surrounded by a weird, bright shape. There's a rainbow around it, and then there are reflections on 3 sides. It looks like some kind of magical portal from the Havens. This mesmerizing phenomenon is called a sundog. Sundogs are colorful spots of light created when sunlight refracts through ice crystals in the atmosphere. They appear about 22 degrees to the left or right of the sun, depending on where the ice crystals are located. Sundogs are pretty rare because they only form under specific conditions and in certain regions. So the skier who captured this was incredibly lucky. Some people believe birds are government spies, watching everyone. I used to think that was crazy, but then I saw this video.
Hey, look at this. Wow. You're a pigeon or what?
This video was recorded by a researcher who found a completely ordinary looking pigeon. But when they used a UV light on it, things got weird. The researcher opened the bird's wing and shone the UV light, revealing a bizarre manuscript hidden under its feathers. It looks really cool, but it's also incredibly strange. What are these doing on a pigeon's feathers? They don't look like random patterns. They're proper manuscripts, like someone intentionally imprinted them there. The pigeon itself looks normal, just like any other you'd see around. The UV light reveals a whole different story. After seeing this, I don't know what to think. Who's printing these on pigeons? Maybe it's some secret Illuminati message. Take this video from Florida, where the sky looks like it has its own river. Recorded by a local Floridian, this video shows a strange phenomenon happening in the sky. There's a weirdly shaped cloud moving through the sky, looking like it's made of smoke. It's long and moving in a straight line, almost like snow. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I know our brains love to see faces in clouds, but this one was truly bizarre. I did some digging and found out it's called an iridescent cloud. These are caused by tiny water droplets or ice crystals scattering light. They're also incredibly rare, so capturing one on video like this is pretty special. Imagine planning a beach trip at night, only to wake up to the sea coming to you instead.
20 de junio, 8:10 de la mañana. Así la Ciénaga de González.
That's absolutely terrifying. I found this TikTok video of a devastating flood captured by a homeowner. It's chilling. Outside the house, everything is completely submerged. The water is raging like a mini ocean, with waves crashing through. Trees are practically underwater, showing just how high the floodwaters are. There's nothing the homeowner can do to protect their house from this furious onslaught. It's a stark reminder of nature's power and how quickly things can change. You never know when you might find yourself in a similar situation, feeling like a fish out of water. This must be incredibly difficult for the homeowner, and I imagine rescue efforts would be extremely challenging in these conditions. You'd think a date at an extraterrestrial museum would be cool, right? Well, this video might change your mind. Dude, she's not happy. This couple was having a normal date until they stumbled upon something straight out of a movie. The boyfriend is recording his girlfriend, who's clearly not okay. When he turns the camera, we see the reason. A full-sized alien body in a glass case. It's like something from a horror movie. The boyfriend even taps on the thing, and it makes a hollow sound, adding to the creepiness. Now, I know it's probably just a plastic model, but her reaction is priceless. She's completely traumatized, like she's seen a real alien. I mean, if I saw that thing unexpectedly, I'd probably have an even worse reaction. Can you imagine? Ever heard of waterspouts? If not, you might want to watch this before your next fishing trip.
Whoa!
This guy was just enjoying a peaceful fishing day when things took a windy turn. He's recording when he notices something strange in the distance. A disturbance in the water that's quickly approaching. Suddenly, a massive water spout hits him. The force is incredible, and his hat goes flying. He didn't expect such a small-looking spout to pack such a punch. While water spouts are usually weaker than tornadoes, they can still cause serious damage to boats and people. So next time you see something like this, don't just stand there. Find cover. You don't want to lose your hat, or worse, to a surprise water spout. Volcanic eruptions are a terrifying force of nature, but for some, they hold a morbid fascination. This eruption of Mount Canlaon in the Philippines definitely fits the bill. We got 2 clips here, with the first showing the raw power of this eruption with a thermal map visualization. We see a massive plume of ash and smoke erupt in an instant, expanding rapidly for miles across the landscape. The second clip brings the eruption to life with real-life footage captured by local residents in Canlaon. The sheer height and ferocity of the ash cloud are on full display. Mount Canlaon spewed a colossal ash plume that stretched an impressive 3 miles into the sky. This eruption forced the evacuation of hundreds of residents living nearby. Dozens of flights were also cancelled due to the massive ash cloud. You can only imagine how terrifying this must have been for the local population. Volcanic eruptions often trigger earthquakes and can blanket the sky in ash for days. Thankfully, there were no reported deaths in this event, and everyone was evacuated to safety. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. We've all seen adorable videos of animals crossing roads with their young in tow, but this next clip features some unexpected road trippers. Hold on a sec. Did you just see that? This incredible footage, captured by a hiker in Canada, shows a group of fish attempting to, well, cross the road. The camera pans across the empty road, but instead of cars or pedestrians, we see a line of 3 or 4 fish determinedly crawling their way across the pavement. Following each other in a determined line, they wiggle and squirm with all their might in their quest to reach the other side. The video ends with them heading towards a puddle created by recent rainfall on the roadside. It's certainly an odd sight. Fish aren't exactly built for navigating asphalt. This clip raises 2 big questions. First, how did these fish know there was water on the other side of the road? And second, how are they managing to move their bodies across the rough surface? Nature truly is full of surprises, and this fishy feat is a perfect example. Imagine living in a house for 5 years, and then, completely out of the blue, discovering a hidden basement. Talk about an unexpected surprise. This TikTok video from a homeowner captures the moment he uncovers a secret basement in his own house after 5 years of living there. The brief clip shows a rickety staircase leading down into the dark unknown. The uneven steps and dusty air hint at the basement's age and disuse. As the homeowner shines his flashlight down the stairs, we get a glimpse of the worn-out interior. There's not much to see, but the darkness definitely sparks the imagination. The video ends here, leaving us with more questions than answers. Would you dare to explore this hidden space? What secrets might it hold? The thought of someone potentially living down there without the homeowner's knowledge is certainly unsettling, even creepier. What if someone emerged from the shadows as he filmed? Let's be honest. After this discovery, most people would probably opt to keep the basement sealed and the mystery unsolved. Even the bravest among us can get spooked by Mother Nature's raw power. This next clip is sure to give you chills thinking about nature. Believe it or not, this isn't a scene from a science fiction movie, but real footage captured by a tourist on a beach. The video opens with a seemingly ordinary beach scene, but the dark, fast-moving clouds hint at something ominous. Suddenly, a swirling vortex emerges from the menacing clouds, crashing down onto the ocean surface with a resounding boom. That's right, a tornado forming right before our eyes in just 3 seconds. This phenomenon, known as a waterspout, is a whirling column of air and water mist that forms over water. There are actually 2 types of waterspouts: fair weather waterspouts, which are less dangerous, and tornadic waterspouts, which are essentially tornadoes that form over water or move from land to water. The one in this video appears to be a tornadic waterspout, making it all the more awe-inspiring and nerve-wracking. Have you ever seen something so strange it makes you question reality? This next video is exactly that.
I'm scared!
This bizarre clip comes from a homeowner who heard a faint tapping noise on her front door. Assuming it was her child, she grabbed her phone to record. But what she captured is truly out of the ordinary. The video shows a strange, slug-like creature clinging to the glass door with a mysterious, string-like material. The creature's slimy exterior and undulating movements are certainly alien-looking. Its body has a vaguely snake-like quality, but it also resembles a slug. The most unusual detail is the string attaching it to the door, seemingly acting as an anchor. While the exact nature of this creature is unclear, some viewers have offered a more logical explanation. It's possible this is a spider or similar insect entangled in a web with a harmless snake or worm caught alongside it. Regardless of the explanation, this homeowner definitely got a shock. Let's just say, if I saw something like that on my front door, I'd be using the back door for a very long time. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Our minds are wired to create narratives. See a hand? We conjure up stories about its origin. But this video from Thailand will leave you genuinely spooked and guessing. This unsettling clip comes from a homeowner in Thailand who noticed something strange on his roof. The video shows a small gap between the roof and a wall. But what truly sends shivers down your spine is what appears from this opening: a hand. The hand itself is the stuff of nightmares. With 5 distinct human-like fingers and unnaturally sharp nails, it appears to be reaching out, grasping for something unseen. Its black, textured skin vaguely resembles a primate's hand, but I am certain no monkey I know sports such menacing claws. So, whose hand is it? The homeowner seeks answers in the comments below. Share your thoughts. What do you think this creepy appendage belongs to? Some folks subscribe to the theory that the world is secretly run by reptilian humanoids. While I wasn't exactly a believer, this video from California has me raising an eyebrow.
Holy crap! Holy...
The footage, captured at night in a remote California forest, shows a man venturing deep into the woods with only a flashlight to guide him. As he scans the darkness, the camera picks up a strange figure moving in the distance. The figure is tall and imposing, with a humanoid gait. What's truly unsettling is its apparent texture. The flashlight reveals a reptilian-like quality to its head, arms, and body, contrasting with its human-like shape. The figure casually walks through the woods until it seems to notice the camera. It freezes, locking eyes with the lens for a few seconds before disappearing back into the undergrowth. The video cuts out there, leaving us with more questions than answers. The grainy footage and limited visibility make definitive identification impossible. However, one thing's for sure, this encounter is unlike anything I've seen before. What do you think? A shadowy figure playing tricks on the camera? Or something more extraordinary? Abandoned buildings often spark the imagination, and tales of ghostly encounters are frequently associated with them. This next video, captured by a construction worker, adds to the eerie atmosphere.
Assalamu alaikum.
This spooky clip features a late-night shift for a construction worker. While working in a deserted building, he notices a strange sight. Two heads peeking out from a doorway in the hallway. The camera work is shaky, but the figures appear to be two children. Alarmed, the construction worker calls out to them, but the figures remain motionless, simply staring back at the camera. The video captures the worker's growing apprehension as he cautiously approaches the doorway. Just as he gets close, the figures disappear back into the room. The worker quickly shines his light inside, expecting to find two children, but the room is completely empty. The video ends without any explanation for the strange occurrence. The video ends with this unsettling discovery. The two heads remain unexplained, their appearance an unsettling mystery. Perhaps they were a clever prank by unseen troublemakers, or maybe something more. This next video, I found deep in the bowels of Reddit, is going to terrify you. It'll make you think twice about grabbing a midnight drink from the kitchen. The clip was recorded by a homeowner who'd been experiencing mysterious disappearances from their kitchen for weeks. Living alone, they decided to set up a camera to catch the culprit. What they captured is sure to send shivers down your spine. The video shows a head peeking out from behind the kitchen door. It's unlike anything you've ever seen, with dead eyes that seem to pierce straight from hell. For a chilling 15 seconds, the head bobs up and down, seemingly examining the camera. It appears to notice the camera's presence, retreating cautiously after its inspection. The humanoid features are unsettling, but the vacant, lifeless eyes make this thing resemble a nightmarish zombie. Now, the homeowner faces a difficult decision. Allow this entity to continue pilfering their belongings, or sell their home and start fresh somewhere else. What do you think he should do? A few years ago, there was a heated debate about government control of weather through artificial cloud creation. Back then, there was no evidence to support this claim.
It's some kind of an artificial background, an artificial sky, yellow. Looks like wires, maybe? Yeah, that's trippy. That's trippy. Hold up, let me get another angle.
A resident, concerned about potential alien activity, started filming strange orb-like objects in the sky. The video shows two orbs, and then, abruptly, one of them bursts open, spewing white smoke. This smoke rapidly expands, transforming into a massive cloud right before our eyes. The cloud formation resembles ice growth in water. It starts by condensing nearby moisture before spreading outward. The resulting cloud appears incredibly realistic, with a believable white and slightly dark color scheme, and a natural shape. Videos like this push the boundaries of what we consider technologically possible. It's getting harder to distinguish between reality and illusion these days. Have you ever had that eerie feeling that someone's watching you? Well, sometimes that feeling might be spot on. In this video, two friends were traveling from California to Arizona when they came across something really odd. While they were in a mountainous area, one of the friends noticed something lurking in the bushes on the mountain. They started recording, and in the footage, you can see a dark black creature in the distance, seemingly keeping an eye on them. This creature appears to have a humanoid head and resembles an ape or gorilla. However, it's puzzling because there were no nearby forests, and apes and gorillas typically live in forests. The friends claimed it might be a Bigfoot, but it's tough to say for sure due to the limited evidence. Trail cameras are pretty cool because they show us some amazing bits of nature we might not get to see in person. In this video, which was taken with a trail camera, we're looking at a snowy trail. However, there's something strange. As the video begins, a really tall, stick-like figure starts moving in the distance. This figure is gigantic and has two long stick legs, and it doesn't seem to have a normal body. It's more like those stickman characters you might have seen. This stickman-like figure casually crosses the road, going about its day as if it's just a regular workday. It's a really strange sight, and I haven't even seen anything like this in movies. This video comes all the way from Russia, and it claims to show a real sighting of the legendary Yeti. In the video, we're in a snowy place, and then, out from behind a tree, a massive creature appears. When you see it, you'll notice just how big this creature is, especially when you compare it to the nearby trees. It's covered in white fur, which might make you think of a polar bear at first, but its sheer size is pretty startling and unusual. What's even more strange is that when this creature takes a few steps, you can see its entire body, and it's standing on two hind legs. Polar bears typically can't do that. So if it's not a polar bear, could it be the legendary Yeti? Or perhaps something even more mysterious and cryptic than that? A group of construction workers, busy with their pipe-laying job, started hearing unusual sounds coming from one of the sewer holes. They got curious and decided to investigate. In the video, you can hear the workers discussing the strange noises coming from the sewer. As they work, one of the workers, recording the scene, moves closer to the sewer hole to get a better look. Suddenly, a weird and creepy head pops out for just a moment before disappearing. This really spooks the workers, and they quickly step back, looking quite startled. Upon closer examination, that mysterious head appeared to be that of a lady ghost. It had a dark complexion and some very odd, alien-like eyes. After this eerie encounter, I wouldn't be surprised if some of these construction workers thought about quitting their jobs the next day. I think horses are some of the most loyal and powerful animals around, but there are things that can even frighten these strong-willed creatures. This video is from a horse stable, showing us the view of the stable with horses in it. Out of the blue, one of the horses gets spooked, as if it sensed some kind of danger nearby. All the other horses in the stable also become uneasy and anxious, like something has entered their space and is causing them fear. After a while, we get to see what's causing all this commotion. It turns out to be a strange, unknown creature. This peculiar entity comes into contact with one of the horses and seems to be doing something to it. The horse, after this encounter, is really scared and calls out for help. What do you think this odd-looking creature could be? Could it be a ghost? This video comes from a hiker who was out exploring the beauty of nature but stumbled upon something quite remarkable. In the video, we're looking at a scene with bushes, and there's someone standing behind those bushes. This figure or creature appears to be covered in black fur. At first, it seems like it might be a bear or a gorilla lurking behind the bushes. However, things take a surprising turn when this figure suddenly stands up, revealing that it's actually a humanoid figure. This unexpected sight spooked the hiker, who wisely decided to make a quick retreat to safety, just in case this strange being decided to follow. Many viewers of this video suggest that it could be the legendary Bigfoot, but the bushes concealing it make it a bit harder to say for certain. Regardless of what it might be, this creature's behavior did give off a somewhat eerie vibe. Walking home alone at night after a long shift can be creepy enough. But what if you heard this? Yikes. This video captured by a woman walking home at night records some eerie laughter coming from the woods. You can hear the strange echoing laughter clearly in the recording. Apparently, other people walking by heard it too. And just like the woman filming, they were spooked. One person even started to walk towards the sound to investigate, but then stopped at the tree line, probably thinking better of it. The laughter is definitely unsettling. It's loud, continuous, and almost sounds angry. While the video doesn't show the source, some viewers online are suggesting it could be a wild animal like a hyena or a fox. But whatever it is, it sure sounds creepy in the dead of night. This video got me thinking, what weird noises have you heard walking home alone at night? Coyotes howling, rustling leaves that sound like footsteps? Share your spooky encounters in the comments below. Let's trade stories and maybe creep each other out a little. Mirrors are usually for checking your reflection, but some people believe they're portals to other realities. This next clip seems to play into that idea, and let me tell you, it's got me spooked. That's creepy, right? This TikTok video shows a girl filming herself, completely unaware she might not be alone. We see her face reflected in the mirror. Everything seems normal at first, but then things get weird. The girl in the reflection blinks and looks directly at her, while the real girl keeps looking at the camera. She doesn't notice the blink at first, but when her reflection makes eye contact, she freaks out and backs away. Honestly, seeing your own reflection act strangely is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. After watching this, I might just have to keep a sheet over my mirror at night. No thanks. Nature can be breathtaking, but it can also unleash incredible power that is enough to terrify you, as seen in this next clip. This video, filmed by an apartment resident in India, captures the devastating force of Cyclone Mekong. The floodwaters are relentless, sweeping away cars like toys. The water level is high, submerging vehicles and causing immense damage. From the window, the whole city seems submerged, buildings standing like islands in a sea of churning water. Cyclone Mekong struck the Andhra Pradesh state with powerful winds, reaching speeds of 9,100 kilometers per hour, with gusts up to 110 kilometers per hour, which caused this massive flooding. Even the local airport had to shut down due to the extreme weather. It's a scary sight, and it makes you wonder how the person filming must have felt, witnessing this destruction unfolding right below their window, with seemingly nowhere to go. I sincerely hope they were okay after this ordeal. We've all heard stories about dogs and cats being sensitive to the supernatural. But what about cows? This next clip from Uttar Pradesh, India, has people scratching their heads. This video, captured by a security camera, shows a scene that's equal parts bizarre and intriguing. A cow is standing calmly in the frame, seemingly fixated on something just out of view. Then, a humanoid spirit appears in front of the cow. The figure performs a strange sequence. A pat on the head, followed by a sprinkling of some kind of grainy material. After that, the spirit sits down, and the video cuts out. So, what are we looking at here? Special effects. Genuine paranormal activity. Some viewers think it's computer-generated imagery. But there's something about the way the spirit interacts with the environment, and the cow's focused attention that makes it seem believable to me. Whatever the case, it's definitely an unusual encounter. Maybe the cow was just getting a good luck blessing. Hey, who knows? Nature has a way of putting on a show, and this next clip proves it. Forget boring old disco balls. This light display is straight from the storm clouds. This incredible footage was captured by a drone camera, showcasing a fierce thunderstorm happening high above the ocean. While the cityscape shimmers peacefully below in the night, the clouds in the distance are hosting a light show unlike any other. It looks like a disco party gone wild, with flashes of light erupting across the sky. But don't worry, there are no aliens throwing a rave. These dazzling bursts are actually lightning strikes happening within the storm. The rapid succession of flashes makes it seem like a time lapse, but the sheer power and beauty of the storm are undeniable. It's a mesmerizing sight for sure, but maybe a little frightening for younger viewers who might think the world is ending. One thing's for sure, Mother Nature throws the best and most electrifying parties. Have you ever seen something so strange, your brain just can't process it? Now, add a tiny humanoid face to the mix, and you've got a recipe for pure terror. This next clip comes from a security guard working the night shift at a museum. In the video, he focuses on a small glass window, most likely just a decorative element in the wall. But wait, there's something peering back at him. A tiny baby-like head appears in the window, moving and staring directly at the camera. Naturally freaked out, the guard rushes to the other side of the wall to investigate. But there's nothing there. He returns to the window, heart pounding, and the face is still there, locked on him. Knowing this is no ordinary sight, the guard makes a speedy retreat, and the video cuts out. So what was that? An elaborate museum illusion gone rogue, maybe. But the fact that it seemed to move makes that theory a little shaky. One thing's for sure, after an encounter like that, this security guard might be looking for a new line of work. This next clip is sure to send shivers down your spine. It features a homeowner who recently lost his grandfather, and things have gotten a little strange in the house. The homeowner has been hearing strange noises coming from the basement door for the past 2 weeks. In the footage, we see him cautiously approach the door, and it's violently shaking. It looks like something or someone is trying desperately to break free from the other side. Now the homeowner assures us he's completely alone, and this has been happening for almost 2 weeks straight. He steels his nerves, grabs the handle, and throws the door open, only to find an empty basement. No ghosts, no intruders, just nothing. It's enough to make you wonder if there's a more logical explanation or if something supernatural is at play. Could the homeowner's grandfather be trying to communicate from beyond the veil by shaking the door? Death is usually considered a peaceful rest, but this video from Mexico has some people questioning that.
Dalam kitab Yohanes, akulah kebangkitan dan hidup. Barang siapa percaya kepada.
The clip appears to show a funeral in Mexico with something unsettling happening. A casket is lowered into a grave, and it has a small window. As the camera zooms in, a finger seems to twitch inside. It almost looks like the person is waving or giving a signal. Here's the strange part. It seems no one else at the funeral notices this movement. Neither the people gathered around nor the person officiating. It's as if only the camera captured it. This raises some questions. Is it staged for the video? Or is something more going on here? It's definitely creepy to think someone might be buried alive, but there could be a simpler explanation. We'll just have to wait and see if more information comes out about this video. Motion-activated doorbell cameras are great for catching everything that happens around your house, sometimes even things you can't explain. This bizarre clip comes from a homeowner's Ring camera. The video shows a driveway with 2 parked cars. Suddenly, the lights flicker on as the camera detects motion. What appears on screen is a strange, smoky figure approaching one of the cars. The figure is translucent and vaguely humanoid, and it lingers for a few seconds before vanishing into thin air. The homeowner says they found strange scratches on their car the next morning, and after seeing the video, they can't help but wonder if the two events are connected. Now, some might believe this is a captured spirit, while others might think it's just a weird puff of smoke. Ever feel like the ghosts are lagging behind these days? Well, this video from a Vice City open gym might have you rethinking that.
What the fuck?
That's weird.
This video doing the rounds on the internet shows a Skywalker machine at a park in Vice City going rogue. Check it out. The pedals are pumping like someone's doing a serious cardio workout. The guy filming is clearly baffled and a little amazed. The Skywalker keeps moving at a steady pace, just like someone's giving it their all. The bizarre and terrifying thing is there is no one on it. Some people online think he might be messing with us, but the video shows a smooth, continuous motion, not the jerky movements you'd expect if someone was pushing it with their hand. Spooky or not, this is definitely weird. Maybe a ghost is prepping for its next haunting session and needs to stay in top shape. I always avoid deserted roads, even though my friends get annoyed. They think they're the best shortcuts. But hey, have they seen videos like this? This next clip is exactly why I steer clear. It was recorded by a bus driver on a desolate stretch of road. In the video, the driver's headlights illuminate a strange figure standing on the side. Just seeing it sends shivers down your spine. The bus driver continues past the figure, but that's when things get even weirder. The camera flickers, and the radio blasts static like someone messing with the frequency. By the time the bus passes, the video cuts out. The figure itself is creepy too. It's humanoid, kind of with a white body and an imposing size. Something about it just feels off. Thank goodness the driver didn't stop. Who knows what might have happened? There are two kinds of people in the world. Those who, like me, are fascinated by the possibility of alien life, and those who just don't buy it. But this video from Pakistan might make even the biggest doubters scratch their heads. This eerie footage was captured by a villager on a late-night bike ride. He was filming the deserted fields when he spotted something moving in the distance. At first, he thought it might be a person. But then, as the headlights illuminate the figure, we see a hunched back and, well, a head that wouldn't look out of place on another planet. The alien crosses the path and disappears behind a house, leaving the video abruptly cut short. According to the uploader, sightings of these creatures are common in the village, but this is the first time one has been captured on camera. The size, roughly human-like, throws me a bit, but there's a raw, unedited feel to the video that makes it hard to dismiss as a hoax. Cave exploring. Major nope for me. You just never know what creepy crawlies might be down there. This next video is exactly what I mean.
Tuh. Oke, saya dapat. Ini Raja Jin. Lihat.
This bizarre creature looks straight out of a Mario game, like a real-life Goomba. The footage comes from the Philippines, where a group of cave explorers stumbled upon something truly alien. In the video, one of the explorers carefully extracts the creature from the mud. It's unlike anything we've ever seen before. A small body with a weird face, claw-like appendages on its head, and 2 arms. Its whole body resembles a tiny, upside-down T. There's even a tail, though it doesn't seem to move in the video except maybe a little wiggle at the 10-minute mark. But that could just be the explorer's hand shaking. Real or fake? You be the judge. What do you think this thing could be? If caves aren't scary enough for you, then this next video of 2 friends exploring a tunnel will definitely shake you up.
No freaking... No! Go, 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 go!
This isn't a scene from a horror movie. It's real life. 2 friends captured this footage while venturing into a dark, seemingly endless tunnel. Equipped with flashlights, they navigate the inky blackness. But then, something catches their eye in the distance. As they shine the light further, a jolt of realization hits them. They're not alone. A figure stands there, a solitary human in the heart of the tunnel. The friends freeze, fear creeping in. The figure sees them too, and in a moment that sends shivers down your spine, it charges. Pure panic sets in. They bolt, adrenaline pumping, desperate to escape the confined space. They scramble out of the tunnel, the metal fence slamming shut behind them just as the figure reaches the exit. Talk about a close call. This encounter is a chilling reminder of the unexpected dangers that can lurk in forgotten places. Let's hope these explorers learned a valuable lesson and will stick to well-lit paths in the future. There are times when the paranormal becomes your reality and nightmarish stuff happens. And this is exactly what happened to these guys who were driving out at night with the sole purpose of having fun. They had heard before that a scary ghost usually stands at the same spot on the side of the road every night at the exact same time. However, what they did not know was that they are about to see the terrifying sight themselves. As they move forward, a human-like figure appears into sight. It looks like a person wearing a red-colored top, but when you look at its face, it resembles more of a skeleton than a human being. According to the man, the sight was enough to drain the blood off his feet, and they all got goosebumps all over their bodies. What do you think that was? A true encounter with a lost soul, forever cursed to haunt that road. Looking quite usual, this picture can haunt anyone for years. It might seem just an innocent-looking picture of a few friends taking a group photo, but if you focus on the background, you will spot something disturbing. We can see two hands appearing from the door in the scariest way possible. They do not look natural. The girls were having a night out and a good time, taking all the pictures with the camera. It wasn't until later that they decided to see all the photographs that they noticed the creepy sight right behind them. The hands do not resemble a human's hand, considering the longer fingers and the sharp nails. Moreover, the hands make it quite obvious that whoever they belong to is a tall being, considering it better to just hide in the darkness. According to the girls, they have never seen anything like this before, and never have they felt any paranormal entity in their house. This was apparently the first and the last time this happened. Personally, if something like this happens to me, I definitely won't be able to sleep in the same house ever. An unexplained phenomenon occurred at a farm in Beotu, China, a couple of years ago, when a flock of sheep began moving in a circular pattern for the better part of 12 days straight. According to the sheep's owner, the procession began with just a handful of sheep until hundreds more started joining in. The reason behind this mysterious phenomenon remained unknown, with everyone on YouTube coming up with their own theories. Some even said that the sheep had a disease or something. If anyone watching has any idea why they are doing that, please share in the comments. Would you ever believe that millions of years ago, the world was being walked by giants? Dinosaurs we have heard about, but giants are not something we get to witness every day. When a man came across this huge footprint on a rock, he was shocked to the core. As later the geologists got there and studied it, they found out the footprint was around 200 million to 3 billion years old. The 4 feet long footprint easily signals to the existence of giants so many years ago. However, there are also people who claim that it was not a long-gone race of giants, but some other branch of the human species, one which was way more gigantic than us. Could this also explain the existence of Bigfoot? If once there were giants, could there still be around some remnants or descendants of these giants? Maybe this is where the giant myths come from. There is no doubt that the footprint is legit. We just lack more evidence to come to a concrete conclusion. What's your opinion on it? Imagine on a stormy night, with rain falling heavily everywhere and thunder echoing the surroundings. You wake up and go to the window to see what's happening, but you encounter something that will not let you sleep for the night to come. A dark figure, covered in black clothes, holding an umbrella, standing very still right in front of your house. Apparently, it looks like a woman, but what exactly will a normal human being be doing right in the middle of such a strong storm, right? The man recording the clip was terrified to the core, but thankfully, he had it all recorded on his camera. He later uploaded the clip on YouTube, hoping to find an explanation. However, no one ever could give any. Could it be just a crazy person standing there in the rain? Or is it something more sinister? This clip was recorded in 2014 when a woman, while recording the decorations for Christmas, accidentally laid her eyes on a scary black figure wandering around in their area. Not being able to believe what she just saw, she went out with her husband to get a clear view, and the figure was still there. Although they were at a safe distance, considering the height and the physique of the figure, no place was safe. They stood there for a few minutes and the figure was still there, walking around in the woods. By appearance, it definitely looked like a Bigfoot. And thankfully, it did not notice the family keeping an eye on it. Otherwise, the situation would have been way worse. About the clip being genuine or not, nothing can be said, because it has been recorded from a distance, thus it could easily be just a man who looks like a Bigfoot. But you should always be careful, you might not know what lurks in your area. Years after years of people talking about the stories of the infamous Bigfoot, and it is hardly ever we see concrete evidence proving its existence. But this clip serves as one of the best videos which shows how these creatures might actually be real, and just hiding away from us so perfectly. These hikers were on their way to conquer the mountain paths when they sensed something weird around them, as if someone was watching them. Scared, they looked around to find this creature not so far from them, staring straight into their souls. The creature's appearance fit the definition of a Bigfoot, so the question remains, is this a real Bigfoot, or is this something else more scary and more terrifying than that? And why is it standing so still? Recorded by a security camera in 2019 in a family's front yard, a bear was recorded messing with the stuff the family has put in their yard. While it was busy messing with whatever it could, the neighbor's dog spotted the bear and got into action. The dog sprinted towards the bear as fast as it could and hit it straight. The bear, so not ready for the attack, got all shocked and was left with no option but to run away from the little thing as fast as it could. It took the dog a few seconds to save the humans and to chase the bear out of the place, becoming the ultimate hero. The video was later uploaded on the internet by the owners of the house, and the dog gained lots of praise from around the world. This clip from 2020 was recorded by a security camera mounted near a hen's co-op to keep an eye on them and ensure their safety. The man came to feed the chickens and was busy doing so when suddenly, in a few moments, a fox appeared, attacking one of the white chickens. The bird's feather flew everywhere, creating a scene of chaos. But then a rooster took it upon itself to fight off the fox. It attacked the predator, first making it leave the poor white chicken, and then helping the man chase it away from the place. After chasing the fox away, the man came back checking for the chicken who was under attack, all grateful seeing that it was okay thanks to the ninja hero rooster. Sometimes, Mother Nature just wants to scare us a bit. Take a look at this video. I'm not even sure what to make of it. Are those waves? But I think that is just a river, and I have never seen those waves inside any river I've been to. Have you? They look like they have some jets underneath that push the water upwards as it moves along. Is it a glitch in the Matrix? Or what is going on? Could it be a natural phenomenon that I am completely unaware of? Let me know. Bigfoots are believed to be extremely cautious, which is why they are rarely captured on camera. However, this incredible footage of a Yeti or Bigfoot was filmed in the taiga forest and even made its way to a European television news station. In the video, captured by a hiker, we see a creature running, displaying intriguing characteristics and the distinct posture associated with Bigfoot. What's remarkable is that despite its high speed, this creature maintains the classic Bigfoot posture throughout the entire clip. When we pause the video and zoom in, we can even make out its face, revealing realistic features. Moreover, the well-defined calf muscles can be seen, eliminating the possibility of this being a costume. The way it extends its leg far back while running is something beyond the capabilities of an average human. Considering all these aspects, it's highly likely that this is indeed a genuine Bigfoot sighting. We all know that Komodo dragons are typically lazy and slow, but when they sprint for their prey, they can reach speeds of up to 13 miles per hour. In this video, which takes place on a beach, we witness a chase between a Komodo dragon and a deer, The deer is leisurely enjoying the sun on the beach when suddenly the Komodo dragon charges toward it. The deer, displaying quick reflexes, stands up and starts running toward the ocean. It jumps into the water and begins swimming away from the approaching Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragon continues the chase and eventually catches up to the deer. They engage in a struggle in the water, with the deer fighting for its life. In the end, the deer manages to free itself from the grip of the Komodo dragon, and the Komodo dragon retreats. It was truly fascinating to see how animals can adapt and take to the water to save their lives. I often emphasize to my friends the importance of having a guard dog as a pet because incidents like this can happen, and it's crucial to protect our children. In this security camera video, we witness a young girl being attacked by a raccoon. Poor girl's leg is bitten by this creature, and she screams in fear and distress, desperately calling for help. Unfortunately, there's no one around initially to assist her. After a while, upon hearing the girl's screams, her mother rushes to her rescue and forcefully removes the raccoon from her daughter's leg. She firmly grabs the raccoon by its neck and considers throwing it away. However, she realizes that there are other children nearby who might also be at risk of an attack. So the quick-thinking mother yells at the other kids to move to safety. Once the area is clear, she throws the raccoon away and gets inside with her daughter. I'm truly impressed by this mother's presence of mind and her concern for the safety of the other children. However, it makes me wonder if they had a dog with them. Perhaps this raccoon wouldn't have dared to come near their house in the first place. In this video, recorded by a nanny camera, a homeowner captured the eerie sight of a shadowy, ghostly figure in his house. The video shows the living room of the house, and everything appears to be normal. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a smoky, black, transparent figure materializes and then vanishes just as quickly as it appeared. This figure had a distinctly humanoid shape with visible legs, hands, a head, and a torso. However, the way it seemed to emerge from thin air and then disappear into a radiator is confusing. While there could be a possibility that it's some unusual smoke coming from a household appliance, the humanoid posture of this apparition is undeniably strange and quite unsettling. Years after years have passed, but the sightings of the mythical creatures have always been an ongoing issue. People from every corner of the world come up with pictures, videos, stories, and whatnot, keeping the discussion ongoing forever. This clip was also recorded by one such guy who intended to capture a wolverine on his trail camera when he set it up a few years back in Alberta. Even though the trail camera did not record a wolverine, what it recorded was not any less terrifying and unbelievable. Everything seems pretty normal at first, and what looks like an elk is seen hiding behind the tree. But then seconds pass, and a weird, shadowy, huge figure appears to be moving on the right side behind the trees. The creature was moving at a slow pace, and the video ends before we get to have a clear look at what it was. But according to the owner, it was definitely a Bigfoot that his camera had successfully captured. And truth be told, I don't really have any other explanation for it. Let me know if you guys do though. Recorded anonymously, this short clip had the whole world thinking about what exactly was that figure walking by the road that was caught on the camera. The way the camera moved, it clearly looked like someone was recording it. It appears to be night, and there is no one in sight, only the creature walking creepily as if trying to run away and hide from someone. Even though the video is pretty old, and the quality of the clip surely tells you that Even after slowing it down and stabilizing it, we can't clearly make out any features of the being. However, most of the people who saw it were pretty quick to claim that it was a Bigfoot, trying to hide from the humans or maybe on a hunt. But ask me, and I'd say it looks more like a man walking by the road, and the quality of the clip and the nighttime make him appear weird and creepy. Uploaded by two very concerned parents and friends. This clip shows something that will at first look like something straight out of a horror movie. It gave me a scare too, the clip, which will only seem normal for the first second. But even then, we can notice a shadow near the baby's crib. But things get way creepier when suddenly two glowing eyes appear on the figure. What exactly was that figure? Was it a demon? According to the parents, they had been hearing weird noises from the baby's room before too, but it was the first time when the demon actually appeared on the camera. They left the home right away, scared for their lives. Hopefully, they all will be safe now. As for the clip, there is a chance that could just be a prank or a made-up video and story. And let's just hope for that, because if it was real, then God save us all. When this family went out for an adventurous ride in Yellowstone National Park, they had no idea they would come across a sight like this. Not just one or two, but a whole sleuth of bears. There were bears on their right, bears on their left, bears eyeing them up, bears chickening out, and bears ready to pounce upon as soon as they got a chance. Even though the family was pretty excited to see the whole family of bears looking at them pass by, I don't think they even had a hint of the potential danger that lay right there. These bears might look all cute and fluffy, but we must never forget that they are the apex predators who have the capability of making you pass away from this world in one go. So yeah, we all can enjoy it, but let's try to do that from a safer distance. Uploaded on TikTok a couple of months ago, this clip was recorded by a man who went looking for his cat, who went into the woods and never came back. The man got worried and had to go look for her himself, not knowing what he was about to witness. Deep into the woods with his camera and flashlight on, he started to hear weird noises from nearby. So he stopped right there and pointed the camera towards the spot the noises were coming from just to record this. A creepy creature popped its head out from behind the tree for a moment and then disappeared back. Since it was dark and the creature was a little far from the man, we do not get a clear picture of what it looked like, but it was certainly a small cryptid with whitish skin and a head. Was the disappearance of the cat linked to this thing? Because according to the man, he was never able to find his cat. For me, it does not look like it is an edited clip. But it could be just an animal too. Since we can't see it clearly, nothing can be said for sure. This clip was recorded by some people who were on their way back home at night when they heard growling noises coming from nearby. It did not take long for the beast to appear right in front of them, and the sight was so terrifying that it can scare even the strongest hearts. Not just a wolf, but this might be the scariest wolf, at least I have ever seen, staring straight at the humans. Fortunately, the animal was not in the mood for hunting that day, and just stayed there looking at them. When uploaded on the internet, many were quick to say that it wasn't a wolf but a skinwalker by the way it looked. But ask me, and I would say it looked more like the dire wolf that had long gone extinct. Or are they? Because apparently there is one right in front of you. Uploaded on YouTube in 2021, this video recorded a man in the water swimming and talking to his family. We can tell that the family must be on a boat or something, as he is looking up while talking to them. Everything seems normal until we see a shadow under the water advancing towards the man. As it comes closer and closer, it becomes clear that the shadow was actually a shark. Realizing that the guy's friends or family, whoever was there, started yelling to warn him. But until he got to realize what was happening, the shark was already right below him. Fortunately, it was not in the mood to attack the man that day and moved on as if he wasn't even there. But the man was so freaked out, he was literally shaking. Recorded and uploaded by someone unknown, this video shows you a creature you or anyone had never seen before. It looks like a chameleon, but is standing on its 2 legs, has a long tail, and a weird twig-like structure on its head. The video was uploaded with a caption asking if anyone had any idea about it. But no one knew anything. The viewers were all making their best guesses as to what it was. Some said it was an unknown being yet to be discovered, and for others, it was a complete CG-created video. Ask me, and I'd say that there is a big chance that the video might be fake and edited. When you're out camping deep in the forest with friends, it's crucial to illuminate your surroundings first. If you don't, encounters like the one in this video could happen. The footage captures a group of friends having fun around a campfire during their camping trip. However, one friend, bothered by the campfire smoke, decides to take a breather in the woods. As this friend ventures off, the camera picks up something else emerging from the darkness, following him. This mysterious entity appears humanoid but moves on all 4s, with skin that seems hairless. It's remarkably fast and heads straight for the friend, almost as if it was waiting for them to separate before making its move. I hope the friend was okay, and that this creature was just curious about them. Based on the description, it seems like this creature could be something akin to a rake. What are your thoughts on what it might be? This video comes from a lady who was heading home after her night shift. Since the usual road was closed, she opted for a desolate forest trail, leading to an encounter she'll likely remember forever. She captured something strange on camera. While recording, a ghostly, transparent figure materialized out of thin air and swiftly crossed the road. This translucent, humanoid-shaped black figure moved with a posture resembling a human. The lady, understandably frightened, ended the video. The figure gives off a ghostly vibe, appearing like a passing spirit, caught inadvertently on camera. Despite this ghostly encounter, the lady's decision to get out of her car and record with her phone was risky. Apart from encountering a ghost, she could have faced other potentially dangerous situations as well. Here's another intriguing aquatic creature, this time from the Gulf of Mexico. In the video, a fisherman proudly displays a strange-looking fish he caught from the sea. At first glance, the fish seems quite normal as it swims, similar to any other fish. However, the real surprise comes when the fisherman lifts it up to reveal its bottom and face. This fish is unlike anything seen before. It sports 4 fins and an unusual alien-like face with an elongated Pinocchio-like nose and large eyes. The mouth is particularly strange and doesn't resemble a typical fish mouth at all. Additionally, from the bottom, its side fins appear to be a unique combination of hands and fins. The fisherman's catch is undeniably bizarre, and it could possibly be a new species of fish discovered in that area. Forest camping adventures are usually a lot of fun, but at any time, things can take a surprising turn. In this video, recorded by a man during a camping trip with his family, we spot a gigantic humanoid creature in the distance. This creature appears exceptionally tall and seems to be covered in thick black fur. It's bending down, as if collecting something from the ground. After some time, the creature apparently senses that it's being recorded and makes a hasty escape, bringing the video to an end. Judging by its appearance, it certainly resembles the legendary Bigfoot, although it's possible that it might be someone playing a prank in a Bigfoot costume. Regardless, whatever it was an incredibly captivating sight for the family on their camping adventure. This video was posted on Facebook by a user who claims to have been stalked by an unknown creature in his house, and in the video, he manages to capture this eerie encounter. The man in the video is visibly frightened and uneasy, attempting to show us the source of his fear. He explains that he had been hearing hissing noises coming from his backyard, and now he's ventured out to investigate what might be causing it. As he explores the area, he pans the camera toward his shed, where something strange is peeking out, and this thing seems responsible for the hissing sounds. In a trembling voice, the homeowner calls out to the mysterious presence, but it remains silent. Fearing the unknown, the homeowner hastily retreats, and you can clearly see the fear in his eyes as he makes his escape. It's a truly unsettling encounter, and it's hard to comprehend the terror of having something unknown lurking in your own home. Climate change is a harsh reality, impacting us more and more each year, but the consequences extend far beyond humans, as evidenced by the tragic fate of these birds. In February 2016, Nate Finney embarked on an ice fishing trip in Watertown, South Dakota. What awaited him wasn't a peaceful day on the lake, but a shocking scene: a mass die-off of snow geese. The video captures a heartbreaking sight. Around 1,000 birds frozen into the lake's surface, some in lines, others huddled together. These majestic creatures, meant to soar through the sky, met a tragic end, encased in ice. The cause of this avian catastrophe? Sudden and dramatic temperature drop. The water temperature plummeted from a relatively mild temperature to something extremely cold. I am not exactly sure why, but more sources mentioned this. This extreme shift proved deadly for the birds, leading to their mass demise and their final resting place within the frozen lake. These unfortunate birds never stood a chance. Their fate serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact climate change can have on entire ecosystems. The unsettling feeling of dread that creeps in when we're alone is a primal instinct for a reason, as this video from a young man home alone chillingly demonstrates. This isn't a scene from a horror movie, but a supposedly real capture from Thailand. The video shows a dimly lit bathroom with a sink in the foreground. But what sends shivers down your spine are two tiny legs protruding from beneath the sink, suggesting a small child hiding there. The cameraman, understandably terrified as he's home alone, cautiously approaches the sink. Just as he reaches it, the legs vanish and there is no one in there. Was it a ghost or some other kind of spirit? This undeniably spooky clip is like something straight out of a nightmare. One thing's for sure, after witnessing this, the cameraman's family will likely take his claims of ghosts in the house a lot more seriously. The internet loves a good mystery, especially when it comes to extraterrestrial life. And videos like this one are sure to fuel the speculation fire. What in the world are those things? This video, captured by an apartment dweller, shows some seriously strange glowing orbs in the distance. Across the lake, these objects hover in the sky, pulsating with an intense light that rivals the sun. As the cameraman films, another orb appears briefly before vanishing just as quickly. The remaining two continue to flicker and glow, defying explanation. The cameraman suggests they might be fire, which isn't entirely out of the question, but the consistent size and shape throughout the video argue against that theory. After all, fire tends to spread and change form. So, what are we looking at? Well, The alien life theorist in me likes the idea of a close encounter, but let's be logical. A more down-to-earth explanation could be some kind of experiment happening in the distance. Maybe they're testing artificial suns. Honestly, who knows these days? This is why I love the internet. It keeps the mystery alive. If the last video didn't scream extraterrestrial enough, this next clip from China is sure to make you look twice. This head scratcher comes from a group of villagers in China who spotted a strange trail of smoke streaking across the sky. The video shows a white pointed object ascending, leaving a smoky trail behind it. At first, it appears relatively small, but then in a burst of light and smoke, it expands into a much larger, hazy white area. Now, my initial thought was a rocket experiment. China is a leader in technology, after all, but that weird change in smoke color and the strange zigzag pattern, well, that throws a wrench into that theory. The villagers witnessing this live were understandably confused and even scared. So, what was it? A new Chinese experiment gone awry? Or perhaps something more? Out of this world. The truth is out there. But this video leaves more questions than answers. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. We've explored most of our land, but the oceans remain a vast mystery. Only 5% has been documented, leaving the remaining 95% to our imagination. This video, however, might offer a glimpse of what lurks in those deep unknown waters. Hold on a sec. What is that? This mysterious creature was captured by a boat crew in a Thai river. The cameraman pans across the water's surface where something stirs just beneath. At first glance, it resembles a white jellyfish, lazily drifting along. But then it breaches the surface, and that's when things get interesting. This is unlike any fish I've ever seen before, and by the sounds of it, neither have the onlookers on the boat. The grainy footage makes positive identification difficult, but one thing's for sure. This creature is unlike anything I've ever encountered. It seems to have a bulbous white body, a strange V-shaped mouth, and a fish-like tail. If you have any idea what this might be, hit the comments below. This is a real head-scratcher, and I for one would love to know more about this mystery of the deep. Mirrors. Ordinary objects to some, but for others like me, they hold a deeper mystery, a potential gateway to another dimension. And this next clip might just convince you. Did you see that? This unsettling video comes from Poland and features a father recording his daughter interacting with a mirror. As his daughter touches the mirror, seemingly lost in thought, something strange happens. Keep your eyes peeled. Notice how when the daughter turns away from the mirror, a hazy, blurry reflection remains. Not only that, but this reflection is eerily staring directly at the camera. Seriously creepy stuff. Those dark, hollow eyes look like they crawled out of a horror movie. The dad seems completely oblivious, going about his business. But let me tell you, after seeing this, there's no way he'd let his daughter near a mirror again. Ever seen those creepy, gooey aliens in science fiction movies? Well, get ready for something similar from the real world. This video, filmed in California, features a man's encounter with a truly unusual-looking worm in his backyard. The footage reveals a long, slimy worm unlike anything most of us have ever seen. Its body is covered in a wet, gooey texture that screams alien, and its movement is the real scare. Those incredibly fast, jerky leg movements almost make it look like there are other creatures helping it crawl. It's like a bizarre combination of moving bugs all rolled into one. Honestly, this whole thing is pure nightmare fuel. I can't say I'd be thrilled to find one of these in my backyard. Maybe a flamethrower is a bit extreme, but yeah, let's keep these guys out of our gardens. Squirming bugs and creepy crawlies, not your thing? You might want to skip this next clip. But if you're feeling brave, then get ready. This next video is equal parts fascinating and unsettling. It features a disgusting cluster of thousands of caterpillars clumped together on the ground. At first glance, this writhing mass looks like some kind of giant snake, but zoom in closer, and you'll see the truth. It's a writhing, pulsating mass of caterpillars. So why do they do this? Believe it or not, this is actually a clever defense mechanism. By clumping together and thrashing around as a group, they confuse potential predators like birds. Birds often hunt based on recognizing shapes, and this tangled mess definitely doesn't fit the caterpillar profile they're used to seeing. Basically, the caterpillars are playing dress up as a snake to avoid becoming a tasty snack. Pretty sneaky, right? Extraterrestrial sightings usually happen here on Earth, but this next clip, unearthed from some old archives and uploaded to Reddit, claims to show something unusual. This grainy telescopic footage shows a bizarre sight in the vastness of space. We see a close-up view of the moon, but something strange appears to be flying in front of it. It's a long, unidentified object, and let's just say it definitely sparks the imagination. Now, to me, it bears a resemblance to those colossal alien squids we see in science fiction movies. This thing just hangs out there for a moment, before slowly drifting away. But the most unsettling part, its sheer size. Considering the moon's scale, this object must be massive. So what is it? An alien spacecraft on a lunar reconnaissance mission? Or maybe it's a resident of the moon itself? This video definitely leaves more questions than answers. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this evidence of extraterrestrial life, or something more mundane? This next video takes a fun paintball game from light-hearted competition to something straight out of a bizarre war movie.
Мы наблюдаем, взорвали гранату. Вот там серьезно идет война. Прям смотрите, какое пламя.
The video, captured in a Russian paintball arena, shows a group of players enjoying a game when a sudden explosion erupts in the distance. A thick cloud of smoke billows into the sky as the shockwave ripples outward. The players, understandably startled, watch as something strange unfolds. The smoke transforms into a perfect black ring that hovers ominously in the air. This unsettling sight is eerily similar to the unexplained black rings witnessed in the United States, Pakistan, and other countries. Before this video, the origin of these rings remained a mystery, fueling speculation of extraterrestrial activity. However, this incident suggests a man-made cause, but the question remains, what exactly creates these smoke rings? We build homes for shelter from the elements, but sometimes Mother Nature's fury becomes too much to withstand, even within the confines of our supposedly safe havens. Why is the homeowner still recording? This video, captured by a homeowner during a terrifying ordeal, shows what it's like to be inside a powerful tornado. In the video, the ferocious winds, traveling at high speeds and accompanied by immense pressure, wreak havoc on everything in their path. Trees bend before the immense force, and then the house itself begins to get sucked into the vortex. As the tornado intensifies, the roof breaks off and is swept upwards, followed by a torrent of debris. The close-up view of the tornado is undeniably frightening, but what truly confounds viewers is the homeowner's decision to remain outside and record the event. While the desire to capture such a powerful phenomenon is understandable, it's important to remember that there's nothing you can do to save your home in the face of such a destructive force. After all that creepy crawly chaos, let's shift gears and appreciate the beauty nature has to offer. This next clip takes us to Iceland for a breathtaking display of the Aurora Borealis, also known as the Northern Lights. The video captures a mesmerizing smoky trail of vibrant green and pink hues dancing across the night sky. Imagine looking up and seeing this light show for the first time. It often starts with a subtle grayish-green glow, but then transforms into a breathtaking arc of shimmering green light that stretches across the northern sky. Sometimes, streaks of light shoot upwards like spotlights, adding another layer of drama to the celestial performance. The best places to witness this natural phenomenon are locations within the auroral oval, like Iceland, northern parts of Sweden, Finland, Norway, Russia, Canada, Alaska, and even southern Greenland. So, if you've ever dreamed of seeing this magnificent light show in person, start planning your trip to Iceland or somewhere else along the auroral oval. Trust me, it's an experience you'll never forget. For more captivating content like this, click here.